30 minutes in, 2 miles. Just passing by this beautiful waterfall next to the trail. Feeling good. It's nice and shaded. Pretty cool out. So I think I have another 3 miles till tree line, and then 2 miles up to the summit. Still a long ways to go, but I'm feeling good. I just got my first glimpse out into the valley. I don't know what all those mountains over there are, but pretty beautiful, this view. That's boulder area. Probably can't see that very well, and then start to see, maybe see the peak. Yeah, I think I can see it hiding behind these trees. But feeling good. This trail is relatively groomed, at least most of the way up so far has been runnable. Might get a lot slower going forward, but doing pretty good. So I just got 1 hour in, 3.5 miles. I'm kind of starting the boulder field section, which I think is somewhere back there, but you can get a pretty good view of the peak. This side of it is pretty much all cliffs, which I don't think I'll be going on that side, but if you're a rock climber, that's probably a great place to climb. Just kind of up on the alpine section, alpine tundra. Not bad at all. Starting to get a little bit higher. This is 3.3 miles to the summit, and I think I have to work my way starting up this boulder field. Not exactly sure, I'm just following the trail, but it's not terrible. I just helped a hiker find her phone. She dropped it, and it's like her husband was going back to get it for her, but it's kind of unfortunate. Don't want to lose your phone out here. Thankfully it's just sitting in the middle of the trail, so I should be able to find it. Hopefully I don't lose this phone. All these videos are going to be lost. Keyhole route ahead. Do not climb if unprepared. Well, I'm going to find out if I'm prepared or not. It's that little thing right there. That's the keyhole. That's what they call it. That's where I'm going. And then be following the backside of this, up this to the summit. I passed some hikers a little bit ago. They're backpackers, and they told me that there's thunder or rain at 11, and it is 9 o'clock on the dot. So I have 2 hours to summit and start getting down, which is going to be a time crunch. I'm going to be racing the clock a little bit at the same time as going up the hardest part of this route and dealing with a sore ankle. So we'll see how it goes. There is a little shelter somewhere up there that I can wait out a storm if I really need to, but hopefully it doesn't come to that. I definitely don't want to be up here if there's a storm coming in. See how I do. Here's that hut I was talking about, just a tiny little wooden hut. If I get caught in a storm, this would be the perfect place to wait it out. Not the keyhole right above me. Just came up this big boulder field. Not stopping to film too much because I'm trying to race the clock against this storm coming in, but I'll try and get the camera out for the big landmarks. But yeah, keyhole, pretty cool landmark. You can see it from a long way. Well, I just made it past the ledges section, I believe it's called, across here. Now I gotta head down this way, and I think there's a chute up. It's gonna be snow. Hopefully it's just like footprints dug out already and won't be too bad, but take a look at this view. Amazing. This is definitely the better view as compared to the other side, which is the way I came up from. It's 9:30, been going for about 2.5 hours, making good time. Well, I made it to the summit. Took 3 hours, 15 minutes with... I stopped to take breaks for at least 20 to 30 minutes along the way, so I'd say not bad for my first attempt up it. Yeah, I was probably only moving for 2 hours, 50 minutes if I had to guess. That last stretch I didn't film much, but there's a lot of vertical and a lot of scrambling. It's going to be a long, slow journey down. These views are pretty nice. There's big cliff faces down there. You can see where I came up from. Cool times. Well, time to head down. It's starting to snow a little bit, which is not a good sign to be up here right now. Gotta head down this, which is gonna take forever. It's incredibly steep. And if it's gonna be snowing, I don't want to be up here, so time to get going. Here's the keyhole up there. Time to fill up on water. I think my water bladder is pretty much empty. So I want to make sure I have hydration for the way down. Is it? Yeah, it's pretty much empty. Got my water bladder Camelback here. Get that open. And then my filter. Fill her up. And squeeze it out. This will give me, or 2 squeezes will give me about 2 liters, so maybe 3 squeezes. Gotta get yourself some of this Mio energy. caffeine, and it tastes really good. Bleed out the air. I'm good to go. Well, I'm kind of down off the main alpine area to this split in the trail. It's starting to rain just a little bit. Does not look like it's gonna get bad or much worse than this, but still, I don't want to be running downhill on wet rocks. 2 hours into the descent, and it's been going pretty well. Once I got back on the trail though, off the boulder field, I've been able to kind of run the whole time. I've been making pretty good time, looking at about 6.5 hour round trip if I had to guess, which I think is a pretty reasonable time to do this route in. So gotta get going back to running and get out of this rain. Well, I'm back to the trailhead now. About 6.5 hours round trip, a little bit more. Pretty good day. Long's Peak was awesome. Definitely recommend it. And thanks for watching Floyd Outdoors. Make sure to like and subscribe.